De-extinction, or bringing back extinct plant or animal species, is becoming a huge scientific possibility. De-extinction is beneficial because it gives us information about evolution and natural resources we never would have had. Our environmental conditions improve, and we owe it to the animals who made extinct. First, de-extinction would provide us with knowledge of evolution and natural resources that we otherwise wouldn't have a way of knowing. Imagine bringing back a Homo sapien. Is that how you pronounce it? Homo sapien? Okay. Or any other prehistoric human. This would greatly help us expand on the ideas of Charles Darwin, and would allow us to possibly change the way those animals evolved. Thus, by doing this, we could make the human species very different. Human species have different and greater traits and characteristics than we do now. This would be able to, in a way, make superhuman species. For example, humans have always wanted to fly. If we brought back a prehistoric human, we could artificially inseminate the bird and the human. Natural selection would have the humans who could fly to survive, and the ones who can't die out.
Next, by bringing back these extinct species of plants and animals, we could greatly improve the environment. As the Scientific American says, mammoths could keep the region colder by eating dead grass, thus enabling the sun to reach spring grass whose deep roots prevent erosion. B, by increasing reflected light by felling trees which absorb sunlight. And C, punching through insulation snow so that freezing air penetrates the soil. Likewise, extinct plant species could be brought back to the world and help create cleaner air and oxygen that humans have polluted. This could also help stop the spread of climate change and allow our ecosystems to function much better. Harvard University's George Church, the lead researcher working to de-extinct the mammoth, says that bringing back the giant woolly mammoths could help convert the Arctic tundra back to grasslands that once existed during the last ice age. Points to research that shows that mammoths and other large herbivores trampling across the ancient Arctic ecosystems help to maintain the grasslands by knocking down trees and spreading grass seeds in the dung. When the large herbivores disappeared, the ecosystem transitioned to today's mossy tundra and taiga that is beginning to melt and release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Reviving the mammoth, Church says, could help slow climate change by shifting the landscape back towards the grasslands. There's twice as much carbon at risk in the tundra than in all the forests in the world put together.
In addition, we owe it to animals we made die out. Our older civilizations killed buffaloes and made them practically extinct. It would be immoral and unethical to say we don't owe them something. Imagine someone is very wealthy and has many valuables, but you decide you want those valuables and you decide to take them from them. That seems pretty immoral, right? There are things were theirs, and it's wrong to think because you want something from someone, then you should get it. The moral thing to do would bring the things you stole back to that person, and the same thing applies to animals and plants. Take the buffalo. We hunted them down pretty much to the end of their species, and bringing some buffalo back to the world is the least we can do for those animals. Looking at the passenger pigeons, which are now extinct, were once the most abundant birds in North America and maybe even the world. Our society years ago killed billions of these birds for food and fun, and eventually drove them to extinction. De-extinction is a positive thing that should be done by scientists, and we should definitely bring extinct plant and animal species back to life. De-extinction is beneficial because it gives us information about evolution and natural resources we never would have had, our environmental conditions will improve, and we owe it to the animals we made extinct.